It's time to hack your brain, your heart, your focus, your habits, your expectations. The exact sequence that I share with you in today's video allowed me to manifest physical healing, the love of my life, and more money that I could spend on my beloved business class flights. And on top of that, I reveal how to ensure that you will be guided to your desired reality in the most natural way, the only way how to feel the elevated emotions of your future so strongly that the unified field is forced to respond, and the two elements of expectation that you as a powerful manifestor must master before millions can flow to you. Do you by any chance remember the funny, bizarre and very strange interview that Charlie Sheen did with Andrea Canning, where he claimed that he was by winning? In this interview, he was probably on any drug that can be produced in this world, and in this interview he said the following words. You borrow my brain for like 5 seconds and you'd be like, dude, can't handle it, unplug this bastard. And the universe remembers this time as well. The winning! And even though I never touched any harmful substance in my life besides donuts, these words resonated with me on a deep level, because before my spiritual awakening in the year 2020, I had many wonderful experiences, such as punching my pillow until my hand hurt because I was so angry, not being able to sleep for multiple nights in a row because streams of cortisol were running through my body, having such negative and self-destructive thoughts that the universe was afraid I would jump from the balcony. I remember this shit show, once you were really close. Yep, those were fun times back then, and that's why it's so important that you hack your brain. Fill your mind with what naturally guides you to your desired reality. In his book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, Joe Dispenza explains that energy responds to mindful attention, and that's how you then turn it into matter. He also encourages us to ask ourselves how our life would change once we learn to direct the observer effect. That's how you as the observer collapse infinite waves of probability into the reality that you want to materialize. This process then leads to the materialization of your desired reality. That's why you have to hack your brain. Fill your brain with new thoughts that are in perfect alignment with your desired reality. Allow these new thoughts to turn into your core beliefs by consciously repeating them again and again. In his book, You Are the Placebo, Joe Dispenza reminds us that our beliefs are just thoughts that we have repeated over and over again until they have become subconscious states of being. Observe a completely new reality by training yourself to see your environment as an abundant playground. Now, how do you do this? I look at every restaurant I walk past as a sign of abundance in my life. Every beautiful car I see is just another confirmation for me that I live in an abundant world and universe, even though I don't care about cars at all. Every successful person I see and speak to confirms that I as a human being can be successful as well. Do this and you will see abundance everywhere. Everything that has muscles can be trained, and I'm convinced that my accent buddy Arnold Schwarzenegger would see it the exact same way. It's the bump, I want to feel the bump. Your heart is an organ that's largely made up of muscles. That's why you can train it just like you can train your biceps. Let your heart do some dumbbell curls, let's go! Nope, that's not how it works. You can't train your heart at the gym. I mean, technically, from a physiological perspective you can, but not in the way that we want to train our heart from the perspective of someone who wants to manifest their dream life. But you can train your heart in this way on a chair, on the couch, and also in bed. And do you remember what I shared with you earlier about Joe Dispenza and the observer effect? He also encourages us to ask ourselves how our life would change once we learn to direct the observer effect. In the same way, you can observe your heart. You can focus your awareness on it. You can place your attention on it. You can tune into it. And if you then connect it with your brain, you can create this beautiful state of coherence between your heart and your brain. And you can also hack your heart. Train your heart to feel emotions that are so powerful that the unified field has to respond. In his book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, Joe Dispenza shares with us that each and every one of us has the power to feel the elevated emotions of our future before the event actually happens in our physical reality. And you can do this whenever you feel yourself into a particular emotional state in a deep meditation. You might want to feel the freedom of being abundant. You go down memory lane to remember how a certain emotion feels like. This can make it easier to recall the emotion. You walk through life doing your best to feel the elevated emotions of your future because you have practiced it so many times with your eyes closed that you can now do it with your eyes open. In his book, You Are the Placebo, Joe Dispenza reminds us that emotions such as gratitude open the heart. And now I'm curious, what emotions do you associate with your dream future? Let me know in the comments below. I promise that I will reply to your comment. Now, what if I told you that abundance is everywhere? And now you might be saying,
that's some bullshit. I don't see any abundance in my life and my business is not going well.
well, just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. You just have to open your eyes. Yep, it's time to open your eyes to a reality that has always been there. You were just not able to see it and to appreciate it. And that's why I invite you to hack your focus. Focus your awareness on the abundance within you and all around you. In his book, Becoming Supernatural, Joe Dispenza shares with us that being stuck in survival mode makes us materialists, which means we define our reality with our senses. And that's why it's important to invest time to connect with the unified field. Closing your eyes and feeling and seeing the abundance you want to create helps you to get out of the survival state and to truly connect with your abundant future. But what if you could use the material world to connect with your abundant future even more intensely? Up until now, you might have focused your awareness on the lack of money in your bank account, complained that you don't have enough money, looked at your environment through the lens of lack and scarcity. Now imagine for a moment if you did this instead. You look at the fancy car you see on your way to work and interpret it as a sign that you are living in an abundant world. You enjoy a coffee in a luxury hotel and you admire the furniture and the service. You then walk through the mall and express your gratitude for living in such a prosperous society. It's all a matter of perception and focus. In his book, You Are the Placebo, Joe Dispenza reminds us that we have to fully focus on the intention of the future outcome we want to draw to us. And if you continue to focus on lack and scarcity in your reality, then you will attract a life and maybe even recreate a life again and again that is filled with lack and scarcity. But if you focus on all the abundance that exists in your reality, you will create an abundant life. Now, have you ever felt like a millionaire? In case your answer is
no, never, no.
Then we have some work to do, because always remember, you don't manifest what you want, you manifest who you are. The things you do on a daily basis influence your perception of yourself and your feelings about yourself. They define who you are and who you see yourself as. In his book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, Joe Dispenza shares with us that we have to experience the future that we want to draw to us in the present moment. And this can happen in a deep meditation, but that's not the only way. There are many different activities in your physical reality that can allow you to feel like a millionaire. And that's where I invite you to hack your habits. Don't stop doing what makes you feel like a millionaire. In his book, Evolve Your Brain, Joe Dispenza shares with us that self-reflection allows us to become aware of our unconscious scripts. And one of the unconscious scripts that you are playing might be that you're doing things that make you feel less connected to the abundant future you want to create. And that's why I now want to share a personal example with you from my own life. But I want you to keep in mind that this is a highly subjective decision and it might look completely different for you. When I made the decision that I would become abundant, I asked myself which ones of my habits were in alignment with my goal of a wealthy future and which ones weren't. I then decided that as the abundant self that I wanted to become, I would no longer drink alcohol, play video games, or go to bed late. I then asked myself what habits would make me feel abundant. Now here are some personal and highly subjective examples. I decided to meditate at least once every day. I decided to enjoy one relaxing massage at a luxury spa each week. I decided to work in cafes and lobbies of 5-star hotels. I decided to try new restaurants that made me feel wealthy. And yes, I used the word decided on purpose because doing things that make you feel more abundant, that make you feel like a millionaire, is a decision that everyone can make. But now you might be saying,
But I can't afford the lobster at a fine dining restaurant.
The good news, you don't have to order the lobster in order to feel abundant. And between us, a really wonderful, amazing steak in a traditional steakhouse is so much better than a tiny portion on a big plate in a fine dining restaurant.
You know that some of your viewers might be vegetarian.
Oh yeah, universe, thank you. I was of course talking about croissants. Does anyone want a croissant? Now I invite you to ask yourself, what activities make me feel wealthy? What things could I do today to feel a bit more abundant? What experiences could I say yes to in order to feel more connected to my abundant future? As I said before, this is a highly subjective process. Only you can make the final decision of what makes you feel abundant, what makes you feel wealthy. But I'm more than happy to help you to come to the decision that is right for you. Now I want to ask you, what do you expect to happen in the future? It's an interesting question, right? Now that you're hopefully already subscribed to my channel, you know that you are the creator of your life.
Subscribe or you will no longer get any croissants.
Thank you, universe. Where was I? Yes, you are the creator of your life, or as Neville Goddard would say it, you are the operant power. And here's the truth. It's much easier for someone who takes the art of manifesting seriously to achieve their dreams than it is for someone who isn't committed. It is much easier for someone who connects with the field every day to expect the universe to fulfill their wish than it is for someone who connects with the field once a week. And this leads us directly to the last point that I want to share with you. Hack your expectations. Expect the best from yourself as a manifestor and expect to receive the best from the universe. In his book, You Are the Placebo, Joe Dispenza shares with us that expecting our future to be like our past leads to us recreating our past again and again. And I can't let this happen to you. And that's why I now want to share with you what I expect from myself. I expect from myself that I show up for myself every day. I expect from myself that I meditate at least once a day. I expect from myself that I'm clear about what intentions I want to send into the field. I expect from myself that I know exactly what emotions I want to feel in order to draw my desired future to me. I expect from myself that I do my best to maintain the frequency of abundance throughout the day. And in week 2, 3, and 7 of my 8-week one-on-one coaching program, the Abundance Reality Shift Coaching Program, I share powerful techniques with you that allow you to maintain the frequency of abundance all day, every day. And now, what do you expect from the universe? In his book, Becoming Supernatural, Joe Dispenza shares the example of someone who expects their pain to be there, which inevitably causes it to return. In the same way, if you expect more money to come to you, more money will show up. That's how manifesting works. Your internal reality will always be reflected in your external reality. The universe will just create the reality for you that you allow it to create.
You're the boss, I just follow your command.
And that's why I expect a stream of signs and synchronicities from the universe. I expect the universe to give me the ideas that allow me to easily reach my next abundance goal. I expect the universe to show me which choices are not good for me, so that I can prevent making these choices. I expect the universe to always give me what I desire, because I show up for myself every day, and I connect with the field every day. Are you ready to show up for yourself every day? Are you ready to connect with the unified field every day? Then I invite you to go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/abundance or to click on the first link in the description to find out more about my 8-week one-on-one coaching program, the Abundance Reality Shift Coaching Program. And maybe you are an entrepreneur and you want to take the income of your business to the next level without working harder in the physical realm. Or you are a professional and you want to get that promotion, or you want to get a new job that pays you more and that you enjoy so much more. I invite you to watch all the video testimonials on this page and to then decide for yourself if you are ready to achieve your abundance goals. And I also invite you to find out exactly how the universe made me a millionaire in the most unexpected way. And that's why I invite you to watch this video next.